So, okay, anyway. I'm not familiar with this situation, and we're going to be talking about Jack Doherty's girlfriend being a terrible human being, except we should not all be shocked about that because to date Jack Doherty, you're probably not like the best person, in the first place, because Jack Doherty's a pretty bad dude. Does some really crazy stuff, I guess you could say. Some stuff that he just bothers people. I think a good way to put it, he just bothers people to make content. And we're going to get into that today. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. Let's take a look at more Pegasus' video.
Okay, we got to talk about McKinley Richardson. This is supposedly Jack Doherty's girlfriend, and she's actually worse than Jack Doherty, if that's even possible. So basically,
he says she's supposedly Jack. So her name's McKinley. I think her last name is Richardson, but she dates Jack Doherty. And this video is going to be about how she does worse shit than him. So we're gonna find out what it's got 357,000 views in 12 days. So it's got to be something interesting, right? There's got to be something interesting. Not everybody can talk about Mr. Beast all the time.
She's an OnlyFans girl and goes to absolutely extreme lengths to promote her stuff. Now, of course, getting into a...
Oh yeah, Mackensi and Mackensi, 2 peas in a pod. You know what? Mackensi, you might accidentally get judged just by guilty by association with the same names. I don't make the rules. I think that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. I think that's just kind of, the way of the world, the way of the land.
Relationship with Jack is already like Chinese water torture, but that already wasn't enough subscriptions for her. She needed more. She couldn't just capture the adult audience. She needed kids to buy her OnlyFans as well.
Oh, that's gross, man. Like, the kid she's talking to right there looks really young. Like, that kid cannot be legal. And what is that haircut? What is that haircut that guy's got?
Which is why she actually uses minors to promote her OnlyFans. Like, actual kids who are 11 years old. Here's a video she put.
Mom, can you get me, what do you want for Christmas? I just want one thing, and that is access to Mackenzie's OnlyFans.
Posted with
yeah, that's pretty gross, guys.
Baby Gronk, who's this kid who's 11 years old, who's somehow become an influencer now.
Would you rather have this girl or this Urus?
I'm taking that Urus.
Urus?
Yep.
All right. Would you rather have this girl or this McLaren? McLaren? Oh, okay.
This girl must not be very impressive to this kid.
All right, well, sorry.
Wasn't there a Mackenzie child actor in the 1980s? I don't know. Probably. This kid, what's he supposed to be like? Yes, I want this girl. Now I'm going to go, I'm going to go try to hit up a girl that's like so much older than me.
All right, would you rather have this girl or this blue Lambo?
Lambo.
Still? Not good enough for you?
No.
Oh my gosh.
He likes cars.
All right, so let me get this straight.
He likes
you are
cars.
a full-grown woman asking an 11-year-old boy
See,
if he'd
I knew
rather
it.
sleep with...
I knew he was 11. I knew he was a young kid. He don't even got no facial hair. Not a single piece of facial hair on his face. And this kid, you're asking, would you want this girl? Like, 13, I don't know about most guys, but for me, like, 13's when I really kind of started getting into the females. Anything before that, though, I didn't really care.
An OnlyFans girl.
Mackenzie Phillips sounds
what
right.
What the flying fuck is wrong with you? FBI, open up, holy mother of God. This is...
What is with these influencers not being able to avoid messing with minors? Can we just point that out for a second, please? What is so hard about these people not understanding that when you mess with minors, you're going to get yourself in trouble? That is just the way it goes. It is insane to me that this is like what we're dealing with now.
Bro, this is disgusting. I mean, I knew these kind of people would do anything for money. Considering your OnlyFans, you're pretty much like...
Guarantee those Jack Doherty behind her doing this.
Like Mr. Crab.
This brings up an interesting point, though. Sorry, I don't mean to be a Paul's Andy, but this brings up an interesting point. Do you guys feel like when a girl is doing this to a younger guy that it changes the rules of when a guy's doing it to a younger girl? I definitely feel like guys get it a lot worse. Like if it was a guy doing this to a younger girl, this would be all over the internet. But since it's Mackenzie doing this to a young guy, I don't think many people care. Do you guys realize that double standard is something that is real? Just something for you guys to ponder in the chat.
Abs who sells SpongeBob.
I'll dive into more
for
why I
62
think that
cents,
is why that's
clearly
the case.
Doesn't value anything at all like morals, but selling your body online, that's still just a choice that you made. But now you're involving in another minor, like
It's
you're
bad both
absolutely
ways, I
just
agree.
corrupting this 11.
First off, what's up with this kid's hair? Kid, pick one. You can't have long in the back and short in the front. You're not freaking the guy from the bike. I can't even remember his name, but that haircut, dude, it's gotta go. You look like you're a Native American. Just walked off the reservation and you're ready for war. Where's your tribal paint?
11-year-old kid just because you want to sell more OnlyFans subscriptions. I mean, who even are you selling to? Because the people watching Baby Gronk are kids as well. When this video goes viral,
I would say this is a maximum mullet. He's mullet maxing for sure.
majority of the audience are kids as well. And I know some
And what's with the chains, too? He's got like 17 chains. What is he, Mr. T?
regards.
This kid 100% is the type of guy who watches Jack Doherty religiously, and he's like in his glory being in this position.
On the internet are going to be like, when actually, if they're a minor and a viewer, they can't actually buy the OnlyFans, right? So therefore, it's completely okay. But, I mean, kids steal their mom's credit card all the time to buy.
It'd be so easy for a kid to get on OnlyFans and buy something. They don't check they ask you if you're 18, but they don't check you. Like, as long as you got the money to pay for it, you can access it. I'm only saying, I know from a guy. I'm not saying I've subscribed to anybody's OnlyFans, even though that would be a lie. The lie detector test determined that's a lie.
E-bucks on Fortnite, that's literally a meme. And if they can do that, obviously they can steal their mom's credit card to do shit like this as well, right? Obviously, it's going to be dependent on the parenting as well, but let's not act like kids don't have access to money to buy online stuff, all right? Otherwise, she wouldn't even be taking this approach to promote her OnlyFans. And we know these kind of OF girls do this all the time, and not just on YouTube Shorts, not just on TikTok, not...
Hey, do you guys think I'm hot? Do you guys want to see me slob some knob? You guys want to put down the video games for a little bit and watch how I work with some of the worst, softcore corn that you've ever seen in your life? That's essentially what she's selling at this point. It's pretty terrible. She already just put an 11-year-old kid in front of the car and was like, do you want this girl? Do you want this car? Like, the kid's going to be like, well, if I say the girl, y'all going to get canceled. So I'm going to say the car.
Not just on Instagram, but even on Twitch. That's the reason they wanted...
Oh, God, this girl single-handedly destroyed Twitch.
They were making such a fuss and they try to get around these rules because in the end, these girls just want to maximize the revenue they're making. They don't care if they're selling to adults or selling to kids. I mean,
listen, sex is like the oldest business in the history of the world. I mean, you can watch Game of Thrones. Like, what's the biggest business in Game of Thrones besides war? It's sex, right? It's the brothels. That hasn't changed, right? Because if there's one kid who's going to be interested in this kind of shit, it's the one that's perpetually online. Like, here's the thing, guys. When I'm not here streaming or working on a video, I'm not really on the computer. Yes, sometimes I'm on here to play DCS. I will admit, I don't want to be a full-blown liar. But in this particular situation, I go out and touch grass. In fact, I go out and I cut grass. That's literally my job. I spend all my days outside. Whenever I'm not doing this, I'm usually outside. But sometimes, earlier today, though, before I did the stream and after I got done setting up everything for the stream, I was watching Game of Thrones. So does that count as online? Does streaming TV stuff count as online? I don't know. But these kids who are perpetually online, who never get attention from any females or aren't popular in school, who will never see a girl like this in their lives, they may be more interested in buying something like this. And they could go up to their parents and be like, listen, can you give me your credit card? I want to buy some Roblox stuff. And instead, they don't even go and buy Roblox stuff. They go and they buy OnlyFans content, right? Because you can do that. But it is getting pretty bad that these girls, like, they don't want to go on these cam websites because there's too much competition there. So what's the best way to do it, right? It's to go and kind of, like, be a little bit slutty on, for lack of a better term, on a kid's gaming platform. It's so much easier to gather fans that way. You can have 110% zero effing talent and still make it online as a streamer because you have boobies. The boobies are the currency of the internet these days. Tell me I'm wrong, but I'm not. All right, that's just the way it goes. Do you want to know why so many people revere male? Okay, now this is going to sound a little misogynistic, all right? I'm just going to put it out there. But do you know why a lot of people have a lot more respect for, say, like male commentary community people? Because they have to have something of substance to sell that's not their body. Because I can't come on here. I mean, I don't know, maybe it'd work for you guys, but if I came on here and I was in like skimpy clothes, you're not gonna care, right? Because that's not why you're here. You're here for knowledge. You're here to gain like information about interesting topics and hear stories and stuff. But a girl doesn't have to do that, right? The girl could just go like Pokimane. What does she literally do? She goes on there, acts dumb, acts like she doesn't know what she's talking about, and I don't know what's going on. You want to be a broke boy, you know. That is the difference, and that's why a lot of people like, you know, to be a girl and to be able to be taken like really seriously with your commentary, you have to come with some fire. Like you have to come with some good stuff. I guess I should flaunt my boobies then. Hey, you know what, Sarah? If I had them, I'd flaunt them. You best believe if I was a girl and I was sitting here, I'd have them some bitches punched all the way up to the moon. They'd be reaching for. They'd look like they were being held up in a police shooting. My boobs would be so high, right? Like Boogie. Yeah, well, Boogie uses his girlfriend to do that, right? You've never once seen Miss Lately. Trust me, I can get Miss Lately on here and drive in the viewership. I promise you, with the male audience, if I wanted to. However, that's not the type of girl she is, right? And two, like that, you know, the content is what I aim to be the attractive part of this whole entire experience, right? So it's just kind of like, it's something that you guys want to pay attention to when people are saying, oh, you know, the commentary community is just a boys club, which it kind of is. You know, I'm not lying. Like the commentary community could be a bit of a boys club. But the reason it's a boys club is because, you know, you're watching guys can't just come up here and dress all skimpy and get away with it, right? They have to produce something that is appealing to people. Now, I know some of you might disagree with that, and that's fine. But that's just kind of my take on it from the opposite side. I know that the majority of my audience is mostly female. So if you guys think I'm wrong or anything, just let me know. But, I mean, look at what this girl's wearing, right? Just 2 strings coming down, and I guarantee, like, if the camera panned down a bit, you would see everything. Like, not everything, but you would see a lot. You would see a lot more than you're going to see with me in my red shirt. Guys are intimidated by smart girls. I would say that's true, Ajira. Because you know why? Because we're raised watching these movies where these guys have to save these girls, and that's kind of the guy that we all want to grow up and be, right? Aiden Paladin did a whole doc about scientifically proving pretty people are more likely to be seen in a more positive light and therefore more successful. Yeah, because you could, like, you know, not to point out, but Mama June, when she was big, you know, I don't think that she would really be getting people to come in and watch her. But people tend to respect beautiful people a little bit more. You know, I wouldn't know what that's like. I wouldn't, because I'm ugly. I'm kidding. I don't know. I think I'm average. I'm an average guy. I'm like that guy who comes into the party and you know it's going to be fun because I'm going to do crazy and wild stuff because that's just the way I am. I'm outgoing and I try to be entertaining. Anyway, let's get back to this.
I mean, goddamn, the bar was low. You're literally Jack Doherty's girlfriend. That's that is the lowest bar there is. But somehow you got even lower. You're reaching EDP 445 status here. All right. Here's what the comments are saying. Can men promote OnlyFans with 11-year-old girls? You're asking an underage kid if he wants a wannabe OF girl or a car. This is illegal. It really isn't his fault because his dad is the one forcing him to do this content. We'll get to that as well. Bro,
oh no, his dad's involved?
Quit promoting your OF with children. Why is this in my feed? I don't know. Okay, let's put on our thinking cap over here.
That is true. Like, if most people, right, if you're sitting there and you're scrolling through the internet and you see it, thank you guys. I'm not fishing for compliments, but I'll take them. I'm happy to accept your compliments here. But okay, so we're sitting here, right, and we're talking, and you're scrolling through your feed, right? Most of you probably aren't going to get suggested. I like to think that my audience has brains, right? You guys are smart people, right? That's why I have to back up everything I say to you guys with evidence because I can't just pull the wool over your eyes. However, say you're scrolling through your thing, right? And you come across, hey, look, there's Chick Dog. See, I told you guys, he comes up. But anyway, you're scrolling through your feed and you're just like, you know what? All of a sudden, wow, this girl's asking this 11-year-old kid, does he want the car or does he want the woman? Like, what if he says he wants the woman?
a little bit of logic, right? So what happens if a full-grown man, you know, dressed half naked, asks an 11-year-old girl
My point exactly, right? He's already going into this, like,
if
this
she'd rather
situation.
sleep with a prawn model or whatever and post it online for everybody to see and then links his freaking like OF or whatever the hell? I mean, bro.
Hey, little girl, do you like popsicles? Chappie, you got an OF for the feed pics. Oh my god. Chappie selling feed pics on the low.
Was getting arrested immediately. All right, no questions asked. You're the new EDP. You're cooked. You're absolutely eviscerated, right? Knocked out of existence. You're antimatter. Okay, that's not how it works, but you get what I mean.
That's pretty funny.
Meanwhile, Jack's girlfriend is here, and she can just get away with anything. I don't know how this is allowed.
Yeah, oh my god, again, I just got to point this out, right, guys? Like, if this was any male creator ever, any male creator in the existence of the world, and he was doing this with an underage kid, this would be everywhere. This would be literally everywhere. He takes the car, the girl will leave him. Yeah, like, I'm just gonna... Do they actually give this poor kid a car? And apparently this kid's dad's involved. I'm excited to hear about this. How's this guy's dad involved in this whole thing?
I don't know how this is okay. I don't know how this is there. Like, it's not been banned by Instagram or whatever, all these platforms here. Just like, I'm pretty sure there's some videos on YouTube as well. This is just criminal behavior.
How old is the girl they're offering to? That's what I want to know.
All right, Baby Gronk, who has more Riz, you or Blue Tie?
Who's Blue Tie?
Who is Blue Tie?
That's what I'm saying.
I have no idea who Blue Tie is. I don't get
This kid's voice hasn't even developed yet. He sounds like a little kid. Oh my god, this is so bad. This is so bad. E.G., can you give me a shout out? You don't have to. If you can't say my name, it's okay. Fabiola Case, this is your shout out. Welcome, Fabiola. Happy to have you here.
it.
I guess I have more Riz.
You have more Riz, yeah. Comments, who has more Riz?
I don't know what the hell that even was. I don't know what blue tie is. I'm not even gonna search it up to research for this video because I am going to die of brain rot. Okay,
Yeah, I don't
I'm
blame
sorry.
you. I don't
It's an
blame you.
11-year-old. The only thing Baby Gronk should be trying to riz up is maybe his Fortnite character.
Fabiola, though, now you have to subscribe, though. Like, and you have to stay subscribed. That's the only rule. If I give you a shout out, I own your subscription now. That's just a fair exchange. I'm just kidding, obviously. What is this fish guy? I like this Pegasus dude. He's pretty funny though.
All right, not a goddamn
Pretty
disgusting, exploitative OF girl. All right, and it's not just Jack Doherty's girlfriend here. There's
By the way, guys, I had Vinny. Vinny used to be a cameraman for somebody named Derek Roz, and he's been at Jack Doherty's house. I wonder if I could hit up Vinny and get him on the stream. But he's been pointing out that this has been an issue with this group for a long time here. After I got all in with the I'm subscription and I like your video. Thank you, Fabiola Case. I really appreciate that. We're happy to have you here. The link for the Discord's there. It's 18 plus though, so if you're not 18, don't even worry about it. Because we'll just remove you anyway. But anyway, so I had this guy Vinny on. If you guys, I know a lot of you guys are new to the channel, but if you guys go back into my history, I did this whole expose on Derek Roz. I believe me and a few other small creators were the first to expose Derek Roz. And he even commented on my stuff about it, like saying, because he was going on dates with girls on Tinder and he would illegally film them. And Vinny was his cameraman and was there and actually contacted the girl. The girl came forward, admitted that she didn't know that she was being recorded and all this stuff. And it ended up getting Derek Roz canceled and banned off of Kick, which good, right? There's no place for that on the internet. However, Vinny did say in that video that this whole minor thing with Jack Doherty has become a huge issue because the majority of their fans are young kids. And that's just not good, right? Because we can't be having young kids interacting with 20-somethings like this. This is the same thing as Chris Tyson. And by association, Jack Doherty is involved with this because I guarantee you, yeah, Tina, you were around for that. But, like, the whole thing is, right, so Jack Doherty's probably involved in this somehow because he probably gives Mackensi the content that she wants to do. So if we're going to cancel Cody Co. and we're going to cancel everybody else, then we have to cancel Jack Doherty. Except we've been trying to cancel this mofo forever. He seems uncancelable because he's shameless. Canceling shameless people is very hard because they just do not care.
a whole bunch of people that join in here, and one by one we're gonna get some Marvel-esque cameos here. Here's the comment section saying using a 5th grader to promote OF girls should be illegal. Still don't understand why this
Facts.
kid is talking to half-naked OF girls talking about Riz. It's so disturbing. How is this legal? Now you might be
It's not legal. I don't believe it's legal. Unless he's going to tell me that the girl is like 15 and he's 11, and I think they're going to try and spin it that way or something, but it's pretty silly. All they're doing is trying to cash in on Baby Gronk's audience. That's all they're doing. They're trying to get Baby Gronk's audience to find them. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but kind of figured it out. Okay, so Fabiola, just to get you caught up with everything. There was this guy, if you're familiar with Jack Doherty and his whole little crew of people, they had an 11-year-old kid on their thing, and they put a pretty girl in front of them and a really nice car, and they were asked the kid, do you want the car or do you want the girl? And he kept saying the car. But like the kid's 11, so why are they even putting him in this sexual situation to begin with? So that's kind of the gist of the situation. Why are young kids being drawn to things like that? Yeah, I don't know. I guess when you were a teenager, though, don't you remember like what did we like doing? We liked kind of getting in trouble. We liked trying to stir shit up to entertain ourselves because frankly, there's nothing to do. If your town doesn't have a skate park for your young kids, guess what? They're gonna be causing ruckuses. That's what the only other thing they have to do is. Or if they're not on a sports team or something. So I highly suggest building a skate park at every single town because it's a good way to keep your teenagers out of trouble. That's my opinion, though.
be wondering, the first question in your head is, where is his mom and dad? Where are his parents? How are they allowing this? Well, turns out his parents run the Baby Gronk account, all right, which has about another 500 videos.
Look at the pictures. Look at this. This kid, these parents are 110% using this kid. There's no way you can convince me otherwise. They're using their son to make money off of. They basically are exploiting their child. The whole grift started with Jake and Logan Paul back in the day. I remember the Nerd City videos. Yeah, dude, I love Nerd City. I know that he had a whole lot of drama that kind of like unfolded with him too, so I'd be very curious to visit that one day. Because personally, I love Nerd City, and I'd hate to see him fall apart like a lot of people have said he has.
Of him promoting OnlyFans girls, right? So
Oh yeah, so many people look at YouTube as just cash revenue now, and they don't care what they have to do. They're going to try to get that money. If they got to sell their kid, they're going to sell their kid. You know, I want to make, but the thing is that with this, like, there's no longevity in here. You know, like, why rush your 11-year-old? I told my daughter wants to start a YouTube so bad because she sees me doing it, and I told her she's not allowed to start one until 14 years old. Why 14? Because I feel like that would be where she's old enough that I could reasonably gauge what she's doing and, like, just a minor bit out of the range to, like, understand stranger danger. But 11-year-old's too young for a kid to have his social media. And this kid's got 500,000 subscribers on IG. Look at all the pictures he's in, dude. This is ridiculous. But again, if this was reversed, right, and this was a guy talking to a little girl, tell me this wouldn't be everywhere. Moist Critical would be talking about this. Mudahar, everybody would be talking about this. Why am I the only person and Pegasus talking about this? You know, it's ridiculous.
So essentially,
and the only reason I say that, like, somebody else probably did talk about this, but the only reason I mention it is because I'm pretty, you know, I know what goes on in the commentary community, and I don't think I've seen many people cover this shit.
this is a classic situation
If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
of disgusting, clout-hungry, social media money-addicted parents using their kids'
Look, another
innocence
older
for
woman
money. And
with their
obviously,
kid.
these soulless harpies pay a role as well. Obviously, they are being paid by the Baby Gronk's dad or mom or something. Or
You should come to the beach with me. No, you're still with Livy, and I'm seeing someone. And I'm also 25! Jesus Christ! This is terrible. This is disgusting, right? And I told you guys earlier that I would lay out why I don't think that people have a bigger problem with the girl grooming a young kid as they do with the older kids. It's mainly because when we are young men, right, the thing that we think about a lot when we're young men is older women. It's kind of like the thing that we fantasize about because, you know, that's just kind of how a young man grows up. Like, the dream is to have a woman. If this was reversed, it would be Orange Hoodie Guy, Fabiola. Bringing up the Orange Hoodie Guy. We can't get through a stream without mentioning him. I was saying one day when I have like a huge following, we're gonna know who the OGs are because they're gonna know who Orange Hoodie Guy is because we're not gonna be talking about him by then. They would have a Skeeter or Trilogy Media rolling up on them if it was a man. Exactly, guys. So why is this so much different? Why is this so much different?
Or the reverse, they are paying them to appear on Baby Gronk's account, which is, I don't know which way is worse. Either way, you're still in that video and you're using a kid for money, okay? Now
Local
listen
girl,
carefully.
hey.
I'm going to play this
to
video
see ya.
very slowly, and I'm
Anybody just joining, we're talking about Jack Doherty's girlfriend basically grooming an 11-year-old kid.
going to ask you to lock your windows because
And if you're wondering why I say that, because she's literally doing it right in front of our faces. Like, that is grooming when you're trying to sexualize an 11-year-old boy with a teenager girl. Like, it's gross, guys. It's effing gross. It shouldn't be different. Kids are kids. Yep, that's right, local girl. I mean, but the thing is, though, guys like, for some reason, just don't get that same kind of treatment that the girls get, because a girl's helpless, right? And a man can just overpower and stuff. But if you don't see the power dynamic here between Mackensi and this kid, when everybody knows that Jack Doherty has millions and millions of subscribers, which is gross. If you follow him, I don't understand why you follow him. It's pretty terrible, regardless of how he acts with you, or it's set up or it's fake or whatever. It's still gross that the message you're sending to these people is, 11-year-old kids are fair game as long as there's a hot girl doing it.
you're going to want to jump out.
Livy Dunn just cheated on Baby Gronk. Livy Dunn recently attended Michael Rubin's white party and was seen hanging out with Joe Burrow and Jake Paul. Baby Gronk was angry about this and decided to rizz up Gia Duddy to get revenge. Livy saw this and begged Baby Gronk to get back together with her. Should Baby Gronk stay with Gia Duddy?
I can't tell if this guy's being real. This guy can't be serious. This seems like it's like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's the S word. It's like when something's not real, it's satire. It feels like it's satire. This kid is going to measure himself worth based of subs and views. Yeah, his whole life is going to be dedicated to that.
Duddy, or should he get back together with Livy?
Guys, I'm this close. I'm this close to jumping off a building. In Minecraft, of course, YouTube, in case you were hearing that. But how is this a thing? What the hell are you even reporting, bro? There is no way this is your job. This dude with his soulless ass eyes reporting drama about an 11-year-old rizzing up OnlyFans mom.
I want to know who this guy is. I want to see if all of his videos are like this, because I feel like this guy's joking. I feel like this guy's playing a character. There's no way that somebody would actually report this stuff, right? Please tell me not. Please tell me that there's not a guy who would actually do this.
What the nah. This dude is got to be like satire or something. But how is this even a story? How does Lizzie Dunn, whoever the fuck that is, riz Baby Gronk? I can't believe I even said that sentence, man. I want to die.
You and me both, brother.
I need to take my pills.
In
Everything I've learned today has been against my will. This shit has just showed up in my feed, man. I'm so sorry, guys. But if I have to suffer, you have to suffer with me, all right? That's the arrangement.
That's what it comes down to, the mighty dollar, local girl, the mighty dollar. These parents are literally selling their kid for money. That's what they're doing. There's no way you could convince me otherwise. Like, yeah, he carries around a football. What's he supposed to be, like some future NFL player? He's not going to go to the NFL. He's going to be he's going to get to high school, and the other kids are going to get bigger than him, and he's going to get bullied around, but he's still going to have a social media career to fall back on. The kid's not going to be able to experience life like PS1 Mr. Bean. This kid's not going to be able to experience a normal growing up, and I guarantee you in 10, 15 years, we're going to see Baby Gronk getting arrested left and right for either like physically abusing someone or getting DUI. Something's going to happen with this kid, because it is important for you to have a normal upbringing. Like, I'm sorry, it just is. Like, you need to make the conscious choice as an adult, not have your parents do it for you to want to put yourself out into the public eye.
Made on this channel, all right? Just admit you're into minors, bro. Baby Gronk rizzed up P. Diddy. The brain rot is insane. Grown-ass man, come on now. What is the point of posting? Feeling disappointed upon seeing Lizzie.
I'm glad to see, though, there's so many, like, verified commentators who are actually pointing this out.
And with Jake Paul, while she's in a relationship with Baby Gronk, is understandable and can evoke a... This is some chat GPT ass. Why have you...
Hang on. I want to read this whole thing. Feeling disappointed upon seeing Livy Dunn with Jake Paul while she's in a relationship with Baby Gronk is understandable and can invoke a range of emotions. It's natural for Baby Gronk to feel hurt, betrayed, and perhaps even confused by this situation. Trust and commitment are pillars of any relationship, and seeing a partner with someone else can shake the foundation of trust that has been built. It's important for Baby Gronk to communicate his feelings openly with Livy and to assess whether this incident reflects deeper issues in their relationship. Clear. Oh my God. It has to be a bot. It has to be. This is like, if this person really wrote this and was sincere, they either one, are a child, or two, they need to be on a watch list.
Ay. At least 100 terabytes of what exactly? What is?
Have you ever seen something that's like blatantly fake on Instagram and you know it's fake, and then you go down in the comments and all the comments are like, wow, I've never seen anything like this. This is amazing. And you're just like, wow, if somebody is actually going through life believing that this shit is real, I feel terrible for them because they're going to get slapped by reality at some point. Yeah, it's definitely not normal, Jessica. He's not even old enough to even manage these emotions. Yeah, dude, I wouldn't even be shocked if the kid hasn't even like got his first kiss yet.
What does he mean by this?
Would you rather snitch on your best friend or cheat on your girlfriend?
I'm guilty. I'm a cheater.
What the fuck? Oh my God, dude. I need Kristen Ark to watch this. That's who I want to see react to this, because he will absolutely lose his shit.
Questions asked. Jesus. Baby Gronk is for the boys, I guess.
No way they used Mudahar's laugh. Nah, bro. Bro is going to sue you for this. This is peak brain rot. This is actually peak brain rot. Also, I just gotta point out, all right? They are
terrible.
obviously wearing these fucking half-naked ass tight outfits just to promote their OnlyFans, and it's like, it's just so.
Yeah, so these OnlyFans girls, right? They do these like promotional stuff, like act like they're like we people on the street, but the only thing they're promoting is their OnlyFans, right? Because the only thing that makes your OnlyFans more popular is if you have an influence, like a commentary or influence type other thing to go along with it. You can't just do one. Like, you can't just start posting your nudes up on a site and think anybody cares. You have to give them a reason to care, and this is a way to do that. So these people all mesh together, right? They collab, they do whatever they can to try to like work together to promote each other's shit. And this girl's clearly doing this just to, you know, freaking sorry, I got like 19 motorcycles outside of my house right now, so if that's what you heard. But yeah, this is so gross. Like, what is the difference between this and a guy doing it? I'm sorry, I don't see it.
So weird, considering you're putting a mic in a kid's face as well. And I know he agreed to be part of this, but he's 11.
Look how many different girls are going after this kid, all because of his social media following. Like, every one of these girls should be canceled. Every single one of them. Huh? Wow, they are describing sounds a lot like grooming. That's exactly what it is, Mackenzie. It's like, how can you not? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if one of these girls do something stupid and like kisses this kid or something. I would not be shocked.
Okay, he can't agree to shit, all right?
Look at what she's wearing. Look at what this girl's wearing, right? She got like a full-on camel toe going. Full-on camel toe. And she's talking to this kid.
You guys are basically making him do this or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know how anyone's comfortable
Proof my Riz is better than Livy's. Effing gross.
promoting essentially prawn to kids. I genuinely feel like
She looks like she's 25.
these people need to be jailed, arrested. This kid needs CPS ASAP because
Yeah, if this girl really did date this kid, arrest her now. Arrest her. Save her. Like, I know that all the young prepubescent boys are like, oh, I love Livy. Look, I actually have a chance with her. She dates middle schoolers. It's all about the money for the parents. Yeah, these parents should be investigated as well, because this is freaking gross. Like, how is this even allowed on Instagram or YouTube? This is clearly like predatory behavior.
the parents are doing absolutely jack shit to protect their kids. These women using a child to gain popularity is odd to me. Yes, it's odd because it's illegal. dude. This is just not allowed. This kid is going to have a very sad adult life.
I told you guys, right? He's gonna grow up. He's gonna be getting arrested several times because he's had the world handed to him on a plate, and he hasn't had to work for anything.
I will
Except his dad waking him up and threatening to beat him if he doesn't do his 2-a-days.
agree with that. Lock up his dad and actually every
And his
adult
mom.
around him. Now I know what you're thinking. It can't possibly get worse, but it does. It does.
Lock up his brother, lock up his sister, anybody who's not interfering with this. 11 years old, just in middle school, sick and this be called. Yeah, it's so gross, dude. There's no way around it. This is like the grossest shit ever.
All right.
I would say this is worse than Cody Co.
If you thought OnlyFans girls flirting with 11-year-olds was bad, Jack Doherty being mentioned in a video, how could it get worse? Well, let me introduce you to the Island Boys. The Island Boys.
Oh god, these fucking two clowns. Doesn't like the one kid, don't they have an OnlyFans, right? And they like they'll suck, like they'll literally blow each other on it. Like, I don't mean to get sexually descriptive, you know, trigger warning there, but these guys will do intimate stuff with each other on their OnlyFans, and it's disturbing, effing disturbing.
Boys, you guys were...
But they're so desperate to cling on to their fame. Look, I guarantee you that wad of money they have right there is like a loan or something.
Or the Island Boys, you know, the incest.
Yeah, social services should be
Brothers?
called.
Listen,
Oh, they're the ones cutting his hair?
Island boy.
Get him away
IB
from these
tatted on you
guys.
now. You're a real island boy. Hey, listen.
Oh God, what a freaking treat. You're a real island boy now. Congratulations. Now everybody hates you.
What are you? I'm an island boy. I'm just trying to make it. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm just trying to make it. Oh, like a Guadalajara man. F that sports stuff. Now you gotta watch and you initiate to the Island Boys. You ready?
Dude, oh my God. Yeah. The saddest thing is you could tell this kid grew up watching these people, and now he's like getting a chance to interact with them, and he's like trying to be cool with them. But no, trust me, kid, nobody wants to be associated with these guys. Nobody. All right, it's the fast track to being a laughing stock, and everyone not taking anything you say seriously.
No time in
Yeah, you might make a lot of money, and Lord knows you probably already have making a lot of money. But this, it's a fast track to just being a joke. You're a clown now. And he's 11 years old. He doesn't deserve that. Like, he has his whole life ahead of him. I didn't know what OnlyFans was until I was 22 years old. Neighbor explained.
This qualifies as grooming. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This qualifies as grooming. You're making them sing the song? Nah. Nah. I pray for this child. This guy is going to grow up to be an absolute menace to society. He has been serially traumatized.
Yeah, whatever parent would let their kid around the Island Boys, knowing that they carry guns, 2, that they do what they do on OnlyFans. Like, these parents are terrible people. I'm just saying it right now. These parents, I hope that you watch this. You are terrible people, parents of this kid.
Okay, I mean, come on. He's 11.
That can mess with the kid's head. I just hope when he gets older that he doesn't get the wrong ideas about girls. I think he's already got the wrong ideas about girls, Tina. This kid's getting forced to grow up so fast, so much faster than he should.
And by the age of 11, he's already interacted with the Island Boys, OnlyFans girls, used by his parents for money and clout, and exposed to unlimited amount of brain rot.
First off, if you watch this and you're a fan of the Island Boys, please comment and tell me why. Please, and I understand people watching them to laugh at them, but if you are genuinely a fan and you donate money to them or like send them super chats or whatever, why? Why do you do that?
It's just over for him. It's over. I don't know. His future is...
Not only will he be used to getting everything he wants when he gets it, he'll also be very twisted in the mind, traumatized by young ideas of love, and will probably be found using drugs for an escape. I know, dude. I literally had a great childhood growing up. I mean, there were some issues with one of my family members that I didn't really quite get along with, but still don't really get along with, that I think contributed to a lot of my drug use. But if I can fall into doing drugs, then this kid could easily fall into doing drugs. He's going to be around, when he gets older, he's going to be around parties where they have bowls out of just drugs in them.
Is cooked. And these parents are so bad. Why are you letting this degenerate individual look at his...
Yeah, I guarantee after this comes out, there's going to be a lot of people calling Child Protective Services on this family, and they're not going to do shit because they got money, and he looks like he lives in a good situation. And social media is that odd area in the law where they don't really know. Like, it's so my cousin's a lawyer. She was kind of explaining this to me. Like, right now, a lot of laws are in gray areas when it comes to social media because it's still so new. It's literally like, think about it. 10 years ago, what was it, 2014? It was in its infancy. Like, this was when social media influencers, like 2009 was when YouTubers became a big popular thing. In 2009, no, you weren't even really getting paid to be on YouTube. So that's how young this whole movement is.
Face, bro. Degenerate individual next to your son, let alone shave his head and carve his initials into his skull.
I bet you these parents, especially maybe the dad, who this kid probably looks up to and thinks is his hero, is probably fans of these people and wants to get around these pretty girls and is like, yo, my son's got a huge following. We'd love to work with you. And then he's probably in there being a creepy old guy whose wife probably isn't even with him anymore. I don't know this for sure. I'm just speculating at this point, but it's so terrible that, like, I guarantee there's a motive behind the parents wanting to do this. And it's money, obviously, but it's also other twisted ideas too. Because these guys probably hung out and partied like at Jack Dougherty's house, and Lord knows that they probably forced one of the girls to do something with the dad or something like that. That's just how these crews all roll, man. I wonder if this kid goes to school. I know it's summer, but I wonder what his grades are. Well, it looks like he's huge into football. That Baby Gronk stuff is despicable. The dad is an asshat. Yeah. I mean, what faster way to lose your... I guarantee you, give it 4 or 5 years, we're going to see a situation involving these that's a lot like Ruby Frankie.
Jesus Christ, man. I feel bad. I feel bad for...
Dad, I want to stay home and play video games today. No! We have a freaking meeting with the Island Boys at 1. You better get your hair cut, brush your teeth. We're going to meet the Island Boys. I don't want to hear about it again. But Dad, the Island Boys suck. I don't care if they suck. Look how many subscribers they have. Don't you want to make me and your mom happy and make us money, right? Don't you like the food you eat? This is the kind of shit that's probably going on in this house.
For Baby Gronk, man. Bad parenting once again. What parent would let their kids around them? One who wants him to be kissed by them, it seems. Yo, they gon' touch you. That is never a good sign.
Yo, they gon' touch you. I'm just saying, they gon' touch you.
When your comment section is filled with people saying that they're going to touch.
Look how many likes these have too. 9,000, 16,000, 17,000.
Didn't he make out with his own brother? Why, yes.
They did more than that.
Yes.
They did more than that.
That is an interesting piece of lore. Yes, he did. All right, here's another video of an OF girl. I don't know if this is part of...
Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. I guarantee some of these girls aren't above 18. I can almost bet you.
Of Jack's harem or whatever the hell is going on there. They all look the same to me. I don't know. OF girl rizzing up Baby Gronk. Yet again, apparently there's been some cheating allegations. Truly, truly spicy drama. Okay, this was copyrighted, so you're gonna get my version of events. Sydney Smith. What's up, Baby Gronk?
Yeah, it just keeps getting worse and worse.
I haven't seen you in a long time. I know, and we're both in Miami. That is true. You should come to the beach with me. Let's go. No, you're still with Livy, and I'm seeing someone.
How old is she?
What? Your loss. And then she just like walks away or something. Give this woman an Oscar. I mean, what a performance.
Yeah, this stuff is all scripted, but it doesn't make it less disturbing.
An absolute amazing performance. This is like Game of Thrones come to life here. All right.
Yeah, they do look like. Yeah, because remember in Game of Thrones, right? The Queen Marjorie was promised to Joffrey, then Joffrey drank the poison and he died. Spoiler alerts here for anybody who hasn't seen Game of Thrones. So then the young boy comes and then starts dating her, and he's only like 11, and he's going through puberty, so he gets to sleep with Marjorie, Queen Marjorie, and they show you in bed with him afterwards, and he's like, I just want to do that all day, every day. I don't want to do anything else. I'm like, yeah, that's what a kid going through puberty would probably say when he has a full-grown woman in his bed. And it's probably no different for this kid, except his dad's the one being the creep about it all. I'm so disgusted by the parent, they need to slap themselves silly. Yeah, it's pretty freaking gross. This whole thing is so bad. So glad I never watched Game of Thrones. Yeah, but it's still good. I mean, Game of Thrones is great storytelling, and I just watched the Long Night episode again, and it was so good, like with the zombies and stuff. But I'll admit, I'm a sucker for Game of Thrones. I like Game of Thrones, but you don't have to. And yes, there's a lot of questionable stuff that takes place in that show.
The low level of degeneracy I'm actually seeing here, except it's all real. And I can safely say this is the worst content I've seen all
It is goated.
month. And my last video was a guy literally faking cancer, and the video before
we're
that
familiar
was
with
Neon.
that.
So you know the bar is very, very low. Honestly, this just looks to me like another little taste situation where a minor is getting controlled by their parents.
Oh my God, that woman! Look at her looking at her kid like, you say one word wrong and you're getting the ruler later.
Taken advantage of, and then grows up to just be a broken husk of themselves, social media addicted, clout hungry, you know, selling their body, selling their soul for monies, shit like that. It's just not gonna end well for him, man.
Look at that! Look at this picture! Look at that stack of cash. Tell me that is not 100% behind his parents behind this. And guess what? Right after this video was done, Dad took the money back and put it in his safe. This kid don't got access to none of this shit. It ain't his money.
Blood is really gonna be depressed when he grows up. Actually, hate button. I hate this world. Me too, man. Me too. That's why we have this channel.
What's the cheapest thing here at Dick's?
Maybe like a jog strap or something.
Well, if you can find something worth less than me at Dick's, I'll buy you whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't care. I like how whenever you criticize any OF girl, a bunch of white knights show up in the comment section. She's just empowering herself. Yeah, by using a kid to sell her nudes. I don't know how they're going to justify this, but I guarantee you'll find at least one comment just defending this somehow. Anyways, that's basically it. Hopefully.
Oh, that was rough, guys. That was disgusting, man. Absolutely gross. How do you support that kind of stuff? How as a parent can you sit there and say that you're okay with this? It's absolutely effing gross. This is me, internet prostitution, parents selling kids. Yes, that is essentially what this is. Internet parents are the worst, right? That's why I have a video of me and my daughter up on my members only part, and that's because, you know, I don't want her out in the public. But if you're somebody who's willing to be a member, then I don't mind if you see. But and it was like her birthday gift. She wanted to go to a water park, so we went to the water park and I filmed it. Never in a million years, though, would I ever make my kid the center of my content. Ever. It's so gross. It's disgusting. These parents should be ashamed of themselves. CYS should investigate them as soon as possible. And that's pretty much what that comes down to. It's so gross, guys. How in the hell do you think that that's okay? Like, how is that okay? It's not. It's not. It's just absolutely hideous. Absolutely hideous. But anyway, so that's that story. If we're gonna hold parents to that kind of situation, then we have to expect women to do the same thing. You know, like there's just no way around it. There's no excuse for that. Absolutely no excuse for that. Oh man, where do we go from here, man? Where do we go from here? It's so gross, so effing gross. I gotta move. I'm trying to fix my streams a bit. Fixing my streams a bit. It's okay to post a child if appropriate situation. Like, okay, if like Dance Mom. Well, no, Dance Moms was pretty wild too. Go look at the live topics discussion. Yeah, we're gonna go through some of your stuff. If you guys have something you want me to respond to in if you guys have something you want me to respond to in the lives, put it in Lately's inbox, because that's where I'll be checking to find stuff to react to. But apparently Astro put something in. Baby Gronk's dad disturbingly fed his 10-year-old son answers on a recent podcast. Well, we're gonna have to check that out. All right, so hang on, I'm gonna bring this up real quick. What a despicable person. What a despicable human being. Hang on, I need to switch this over. I need to switch it over and over again, yeah. over again and again and again and again. We're gonna watch some kid get his whole entire life ruined by his parents cause they're hungry for money on social media, cause this world is going to hell in a handbasket right away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was my song. That's my song about this whole thing. How gross. How effing gross. All right, so apparently Astra just sent me this and said that this is a podcast that this guy did and his dad, like Baby Gronk did, and his dad's feeding him questions or feeding him answers throughout this whole entire thing. So let's take a look at this real quick.
Are you him is the real question.
Yes.
See, I'm gonna punch him in.
Punch
Ask
him
that
in.
again, bro. Say, man,
Oh,
what
this
kind
makes
of
so
question
much more
is that?
sense.
You see my Instagram? Say that. Ready? Go. All right,
Hey,
go.
Baby Gronk, are you him?
What kind of question is that? Look at my Instagram.
Would you take her to prom someday?
Hey, no, say it again, bro. You gotta say.
This
man,
is freaking
I
abuse.
already
This
DM'd
is child
DM'd
abuse.
her and asked her, and she
I wish I had a mic on here to rant. As a mom, I get big fearful to parent while my foot is up there. Cool, aka butt. Belongs in jail, needs to take prayer class. Yeah, this is so bad. Hi, Charette. Nice to see you. GDGM, have you seen Savannah's story where she shared why she put a pause on the second scammer payback video? I have not. It's on her, what's it on her Instagram story? Can somebody send me that? Do one of you guys have that? I would love to watch that. But right now we're covering Baby Gronk, but we can take a look at Savannah stuff after this if you want.
said yes. All right, come on, man. Sit on the mic.
Hey, Baby Gronk, would you take Livy Dunn to prom, you think?
I already DM'd her and she said yes.
Damn. Damn. What kind of tuxedo
This is so fake, guys.
you getting? OG James Bond style or what?
This is so incredibly fake. So, like, the fact that this should screw this podcast over, too. So the Twitter says, Baby Gronk's dad disturbingly fed his 10-year-old son answers on a recent podcast. Tough to watch how how bad this has gotten. This is so bad. This is so incredibly bad.
Nah, hey, say it again, bro.
Hey, what kind of
Hey, hold
tuxedo
on.
you
Say
getting?
it.
Hey, yo. We don't got enough money yet. I need you to say that shit again, all right? Now, you need to say it with passion, all right? Or else you ain't getting no dinner tonight. Ain't getting nothing.
I'm gonna get a Gucci one. Ready?
Hey, what kind of tuxedo you getting?
I'm gonna get a Gucci one.
What are you going to do, to stay sharp and keep your skills up if you're actually not going to go through with middle school and high school?
Also, F these guys who are on this podcast, too. Shame on you for being a part of this. And not only that, but scripting and letting this dad do this. I don't care that you're trying to get clout or to grow your channel. I would never allow a 10-year-old kid to be a part of my freaking.
Ain't no bad question when there's money involved.
I would never allow. I would never.
James
sorry,
Mack
I would
super
never
chatted
allow this kid to be a part of my
$2.71.
channel because
Just a small
he's just too
contribution
young.
to my fave
He's just
YouTuber
too
bit.
young, man. This is so absolutely effing gross. Who the hell are these guys? Who are these guys? What an absolute joke.
Just work out.
No, I'm gonna get massages. I'm gonna get full body massages by some baddies. All right, ready?
So he's basically, the dad is essentially just being the kid for him. He's essentially just. I mean, look at the dad too. You could tell he doesn't get no attention from no girls, no nothing. I don't care if you hear this and you got a problem with it. F you, dude. F you for what you're doing to your son. What a joke. What an absolute joke. How'd the video leak? This wasn't in the podcast itself, I would assume. They were probably setting it to be like a promo for it, but look, they got hats and shit. This is child exploitation to a max degree. How does anybody support this? How does anybody stand by and allow this to happen?
Go. You want to ask it again, bro?
Yeah.
All right, go.
I saw that you're
Yo, you want to ask it again? I could tell him to do whatever you want. You want him to do a backflip? He don't even know how to, but he gets hurt. That's okay. I'll make him do a backflip. You need a dancing monkey? This is my dancing monkey. I don't got no job, right? I don't want no job. I don't care if there's predators out there looking at my son. I'm getting paid. That's all I know. I'm getting paid. You absolute piece of shit. Man, I almost wish Chick Nugs was here to let this guy have it. I didn't know I was going to get this mad about this. This is so bad. Libby goes ISO and gymnastics star school look into her. I know it's fake, but it's wrong. He can bark and clap at the same time. Yeah. Make him rub his belly and pat his head. She shared it a few days ago in her stories. Hint, allegedly the FBI is involved. Oh, shit.
Going middle school and high school football. How are you going to keep preparing yourself to play college football in this whole process?
I'm gonna get body massages by baddies.
Anything you want to say before we dip out, Baby Gronk?
I'm the #1 4th grade football player in the world, and flex, and that's it. Ready?
I'm the #1 4th grade football player in the world. What an absolute joke. What a absolute joke. I am the #1 4th grade football. That's like being like the tallest midget. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, dude. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing your son. Like, this kid's gonna grow up to freaking hate you, and I hope he does, dude. I really do. This is like next level cringe. We all knew the dad was bad. I didn't know he was this bad though.
Yeah.
Hey, Baby Gronk, before I wrap up, bring the juice. Anything you want to say to Bring the Juice Nation today?
I'm the #1 4th grader in the world.
There you go. Yeah. Love it.
What are these comments, dude? I gotta read some of these replies. This is This is freaking bad, dude. This is so gross. Deshaun Watson says, "Holy fucking cringe." Isn't this the football? Yeah. Oh no, there's some guy who's a fan of the football team. This is super cringe though. This guy is a pageant mom who likes football. Thankfully, he don't got no daughters. Oh my God, can you imagine if this guy had daughters, dude? That would be even worse. Whacktastic. Hopefully, little man grows up to have a mind of his own. Yeah, fat chance that's gonna happen, dude. Fat chance that's gonna happen. Let's see what this kid say nowadays. Oh yeah, he's a goofy. Literally, dad using him for fame is ridiculous. Then won't even let him speak for himself when we see the real child here. Yeah, it's just so bad, dude. It's so effing gross. Thank you for sending me that, by the way, Astro. That was a good find. What a disgusting behavior. Absolutely disgusting behavior on part of the dad there. I can't believe that. I can't believe that YouTube's okay with this or wherever else he's posting, Instagram, Facebook. Like, child celebrities are a thing. I get it, right? I realize it's a thing, but this is blatant exploitation of their child. You know what this reminds me of? Like, if you guys ever watched The Boys, Starlight hated her mom for making her like do all these pageants and shit to try to make her like a super famous superhero. Where's The Boys' mama? I wouldn't let that man near my son. Judging by the way the dad's talking about the baddies and stuff, I have a feeling that this guy's probably about as faithful to his wife as he is to his freaking credit score. He don't care as long as he's got money. Where are these people from? Yeah, I don't freaking know, dude. Baby Gronk is effed up though, and I don't like it. I'm not here for it. The verdict on Baby Gronk is this. Not the kid himself, because he's just being straight exploited, right? He don't know no better. He probably looks up to his dad, thinks his dad's looking out for him. He's not. I would never in a million years do that. My daughter's right around the same age as this kid. Right around the same age as this kid. And I would never, ever, ever put her in these situations. Ever. What an absolute joke. This man should be ashamed of himself. Absolute be ashamed of himself. He ain't a man. It's a man-child. I can't believe that, man. Did you see Wavy's video on crazy Omegle predators? Ooh, Wavy web surf? I have not seen that, but I like Wavy web surf. Wavy web surf's awesome. Let me see here. What do we got in this live shit here? I know Miss Lately put something on there. So apparently there was a story about a guy who mysteriously jumped out of a plane mid-flight. But we'll probably save that story, right? Because we're running out of time. But yeah, that's a crazy story. Oh, so Charlie came out and said he didn't know who Sneeko was streaming that conversation, and it wasn't a debate. Yeah, I saw that earlier, and I think that's kind of a cop-out. I think that Charlie is kind of saying, Fabiola Case, thank you for coming in lately. W's in the chat for Fabiola. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. By the way, guys, I have a special thing I'm going to be doing for my members at the end of the stream. So it's going to be something I should have been doing a long time ago, but I haven't. So I apologize for that. But you guys have something to look forward to. Wait, that's his dad next to him. Yeah, his dad's next to him, feeding him answers to say on the podcast. feeding him answers to say. What an absolute cringy situation. I'm trying to see what we got in here to react to. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see. I mean, I guess we're gonna just be going right to another exploitation thing because Tina Catherman sent me something that looks pretty interesting. Here's another parent exploiting their kids. So we're just probably gonna stick with parents exploiting their kids for money tonight, because that seems to be the theme of the freaking show. So I guess we'll just keep doing that. So Tina's been one of the longest members we have. Second to only one other person who was actually one of the original OGs. I don't even know if she knows she's still a member, but Justin Q, what's up, EG? His son will end up despising him in the sport. Yeah, I know. I can't imagine a kid wanting to play football later on in life with the way his dad's acting like that. He's gonna ruin everything for this poor kid. Ruin everything for him. Yeah, so we're gonna go from one freaking exploitative parent to another. That's just gonna be a very lovely stream tonight. Oh, where did it go? All right, here it is.
In 2022, I made an extremely sensitive.
So this is by iNabber.
Extremely sensitive.
iNabber was just caught up in some drama himself, I believe. I believe that he was indeed caught up in some drama himself, but I'm not too familiar with what it was. Hang on, I gotta fix something on the. On the vertical, on the vert stream. All right, let's take a look at this. But this don't look good though. This don't look good.
To do with a TikTok account called Ren Ellena. Now the actual subject.
Yeah, a lot of positivity in today's chat, guys. I mean in today's video. I apologize, but unfortunately, oh, he knew I'm Alex. Okay, I thought it was something to do with that. So the I'm Alex guy is like the guy who's very abusive verbally to like girlfriends and women in general and stuff. Unfortunately, guys, whereas Pierogi like points out and catches scammers who are shitty people, I talk about them in general. Like I gotta talk about shitty people in general. So I know some streams will be happier than others. This one's gonna be kind of sad to do. Where's the link to become a member? There should be one directly underneath the video, local girl. If not, you could probably find, I think Astro could probably show you where to get it, or anybody else who's a member. But there should be one next. There should be a join and a subscribe button underneath the videos. If not, I will put one there. If you're thinking about becoming a member, local girl, that's awesome. Also, yeah, members get access to fun little emojis that they can put in stream now, which I don't know. I haven't looked at the YouTube chat yet, but has anybody taken advantage of that yet? I don't know. Has anybody? Yeah. So I think there should be, for members, there should be an option, unless they have to approve the emotes first, but there should be an option for you guys to put little emotes next to your names now. So you have that to look forward to. There's one that's an orange hoodie guy. There's one that's me, and then there's one that's Chick Nugs, my cousin. So you guys have, have some fun with that. You have to close the chat. Oh, what do you mean I have to close the chat? Oh, you have to close the chat. Okay, you're talking to her to get the sub button. Okay, cool. All right, should be to the left to subscribe. Thank you guys. Thank you for helping her out.
To what I was speaking about came from a lot of viral theories that were going around in 2022 and 2021.
By the way, I love your guys' support. If you become a member too, you get access to my vlog series that I'm slowly creating. So you'll get access to the water park where I was on the vacation with my daughter. I'll be doing some more. I'll be doing some day in the lives for members too. Those will be member only buttons, member only videos that I vlog and kind of show you guys a little peek into more of the back parts of my life. A lot of upsetting stories about children abuse. Recently, the cynical dude recently made a video about adults sitting on kids until they don't wake. Oh my God, dude, that's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, we got to protect our kids, though, right? We have to protect our kids. It's a hot topic, right? Everybody's talking about it. It doesn't seem like there's anything short of... There's no short of stories, people doing terrible things to their children. Justin Q, I coached high school football in Oklahoma and Texas, and especially in Texas where there were kids who really didn't even want to play but would come to me asking me to talk to their parents, mostly the dads. Yeah, because the dads probably played. I know that y'all are crazy in Texas when it comes to football. Like, there is no state more in love with football than Texas is.
This mysterious TikTok account, a lot of people were extremely worried about some of the things surrounding the account at that time and overall what that account represented. This was a very, very serious situation which actually had no resolution whatsoever, because in 2024 things haven't gotten better, they haven't improved, and in fact they've only gotten a million times worse. You see, over the years, I've covered a lot of topics about this certain subject since my Ren Ellena video, and I'm sad to say that it is only becoming an increasing problem, not just with Ren Ellena's accounts, but there have been a lot of similar situations to Ren Ellena that have appeared over the last 2 years and that I have spoken about and criticized and explained why this problem is not going to get better until TikTok do something about it and until the parents of these children do something about it. But I understand a lot of you
essentially
right now
it comes down to the parents to do the right thing.
To what I'm talking about. Of course, I've not gone into any details so far, and yes, I did cover this situation 2 years ago, but given that the theories for this situation are only getting bigger and far worse in 2024, I think it is
I'm so jealous of English guys because they have such beautiful talking voices.
In the early days of this story, but also go through the more recent developments, including a possible FBI investigation, including more disturbing communities being exposed, and just in general how parents on TikTok are exploiting their children in the worst possible way.
Yeah, this is bad. More of it, right?
So yes, at this
no
point
shortage
of the video,
of
a lot
it.
of you have probably got the question of who actually is Ren Ellena, because obviously I've introduced her, but who and what actually is this account? Well, to state it lightly, Ren Ellena is a...
I like Nug's accent, yeah. I'm waiting... Fun fact about Chick Nugs, okay? Chick Nugs was created in around 2010 as like this character who I made who played 2K24, like the basketball game. And I feel like Xylee might get mad at me because he talks like she does, but I swear to God, that character was around before I even met Xylee or knew who Xylee was. So I hope she doesn't get mad at me thinking I'm like mocking her voice or anything. Scottish talking voices are better. Yes. Well, if there's one thing Americans loves, it's people with accents.
A TikTok account with 17 million followers, where the mother, Jacqueline, documents her child Ren Ellena's life. She uploads videos of her playing with certain toys, just videos of her kids sat around, and just in general, every single TikTok on this account is always most likely going to be Ren Ellena, who really is the star of this account. And you may have noticed that a lot of the videos, in fact all of the videos that I just showed you, were completely and utterly blurred, and that is mainly because I personally am not comfortable with showing somebody of the age of Ren Ellena in my own YouTube video.
This is exactly what I'm saying. Like the guy, like at least I now are smart enough to realize that exploiting these kids and showing the content's bad. Just like those guys on the YouTube or the podcast that were letting the dad speak for the kid to get shots. Like that's terrible. That's terrible stuff. And honestly, that Juice podcast or whatever should be goddamn ashamed of themselves for allowing that to take place.
And that is because Ren Ellena is 4 years
So this video is an hour and 18 minutes long, so we're not going to get through the whole thing, but I'm going to speed it up a little bit here so that we can get to some of the points.
Old. And when this original controversy and theory start to kick off, she would have only been around the age of 2 years old. In fact, Ren Ellena's whole life has pretty much been documented since she was 0 years old. It seems that every single example of Ren living her life is available to anybody on the internet right now to consume, and that of course has led to her getting a fan base of 17 million followers.
Jesus. See, that's the problem with kids, right? There's always going to be creepos out there who want to subscribe to these accounts because it's a kid being, put out for show. Anybody who doesn't have access to kids or somebody who's not allowed to go near schools, or somebody who's on a watch list of some kind, what's the best next thing you got, right? YouTube.
This is no little deal. This is no small thing happening on the internet right now. This is an extremely significant profile on TikTok, and overall is a bit of a representative of the platform in itself. Having over 10 million followers on TikTok says that TikTok definitely know who you are, and in my opinion, they definitely know about all of the controversies going on, and that is very important for this situation. Because of course, platforms like TikTok have been readily criticized for their controlling and
I know that YouTube's cleaned it up a little bit about the child exploitation stuff, but I don't think TikTok has. I don't think TikTok really cares. At the end of the day, I think TikTok only cares about one thing, and that's making money. YouTube's trying to be at least more conscious about it. Like channels that have kids, you have to go through a bunch of stuff to like show what the kid's doing and stuff like that. Is this playing on both channels? That's so weird. Why is that happening?
treatment of a child exploitation on their platform, and this today is another example of that. But of course, before we get into any of that, we really need to shift our eyes to the parents, because the key part of this whole story is of course Ren's age of 4 years old, and immediately,
Jesus, 4
in my
years
opinion,
old, guys.
this is where the problems start to be.
You know what this all started from? That stupid Ryan's World, where they let the kid just play with toys, and then those parents became like billionaires.
Begin, because obviously a child,
when you look at your kid like a product, you have an issue.
Cannot consent to being in this content. Sure, she may be at an age where she can now communicate to some extent, but obviously she isn't going to understand the true scope of.
Look at me, I'm such a great mom. I'm such a great mom. Look at me doing stuff with my kid. Give me money. Give me money. I'll show you more of her if you give me money. Look how great of a mom I am.
What is happening on her page? Ren Ellena, in my opinion, does not know that she...
How is this different from parents who put their young kids in movies or TV shows? So that's what I was pointing out earlier, is that like on a movie thing, there's like laws that involve how long the kid's allowed to work. It's like there's a lot of rules, like the kids have to deserve mandatory breaks. It's like in their union contracts and stuff. Here, the kid could be worked to death and is filmed 24/7 by the mom. Like, so the parents who are in charge of like the kids' well-being can just work these poor kids to death. They can take advantage of them any way they want because it's their parent. But movie studios, they tend to have to play by the rules, and like at least there's more people around to make sure the kid's not being overworked.
She has 17 million people watching her on a daily basis, and I don't think any child at that age will be able to understand that. Personally, as somebody with a social media profile of 1 million subscribers, I can recognize that that is a lot of people, yet at the same time, when I really think about the scope of how many people...
I try to be grounded in my conspiracy theories, and I have no definitive proof of this, but I legit believe big tech is purposely pushing child exploitation to normalize it. I wouldn't be shocked, Mackenzie, because they make a lot of money off these channels. They do. They make a lot of money off these channels. I know that YouTube did away with this, like with that Daddy05 or whatever it was, that guy that was just straight abusing his kid on YouTube just to make money, and the people, like, he would let the audience pick the kid's punishment, and they would always make him like do stuff that would just straight torture him, like even telling him he was being kicked out of the house and stuff. And eventually CYS came in and took him away, and then that kind of forced, and then people like Ruby Frankie too, it kind of forced YouTube's hand to put like a lot more stricter guidelines on the kid stuff. But TikTok doesn't have any of that. TikTok's like the Wild West. You can do pretty much anything on TikTok as long as it doesn't involve violence or anything that the Chinese government doesn't like. Any parent who does this to their kid should not be a parent. Yeah, I can't imagine ever doing this to my child. Like if I do a video with my child, it's like when we're on vacation. We're already there doing it, right? I'm not gonna do stuff for fun, even though she wants to be in some stuff. She always asks me to be in videos. I don't feel comfortable with it because especially since you know what we cover on this channel all the time, it's hard for me to feel like it's hard for me to like get on board with that. It's all exploitation, TV and film. Just have as much predatory people around them. Absolutely, sweet, absolutely. Well, don't forget about Lele Pons and Paul's causing the FCC apocalypse. Yeah, I know I'm familiar with Lele Pons, and I'm not familiar with the Pauls.
Watch me. I'm not bragging here, but I'm just saying, even at the age...
Or you talk about like the like Logan Paul and... Yeah, those kids. Well, those kids were teenagers, so I understand that.
Of being in my mid-20s, I still really don't comprehend how many people that is. So with a child who is 4 years old, I think that is only far worse. So
yeah, because the kid doesn't have any knowledge. Like that kid thinks she's playing with her mom. she doesn't realize she's becoming an internet celebrity, and she has no choice in the matter. Like, she's not gonna be able to go out with that. She's never gonna be able to spend the rest of her life doing what she wants or ever being able to choose privacy because her mom is pushing her out into the world, whether she likes it or not. That's my major issue with the age of this one. Same thing with Baby Gronk. This kid is getting the choice of having a private life taken away from him by his dad because his dad's trying to live vicariously through his kid. Like, these are the main issues I'm having with this whole situation. Like, it's one thing if you want to do a cute video with your kid. I have no problem with that. But when your kid is your content, that is where I have an issue.
So yes, I do not think that a child can consent to being on this page where she is receiving millions of views per video and millions of likes. But ladies and gentlemen, this is obviously a bit of a minute issue. Of course it is an issue, but ultimately, in the grand scheme of everything that we're about to go into, this is a very minor thing, and it's something
Mrs. Lately's in the chat.
Something that I would apply to pretty much every single family channel out there. I personally think that family channels are just absolutely garbage. I feel like the genre, for the most part, given everything, given like, you know, all of this and all of that, I just don't think that it's a good thing that should happen, because I think when it comes to the algorithm and creating content, monetized content.
Kat, we're talking about parents who are using their kids for content and exploiting them. You missed the Baby Gronk thing. That was freaking bad.
In particular,
but
I
this
think that
not
pushes
much
people
better.
into doing crazy things, especially when it comes to family YouTube channels where they're going to put their children at risk. They're going to exploit their children if it means that the bills will continue to be paid and the money will continue to come in. And I feel like this situation with Ren Ellena, in terms of that, is obviously the exact same to multiple other situations that I have covered in the past. Obviously, family channels are bad. Should a child really be exposed to 17 million people on a day-to-day basis? No, I feel like that's a very, very obvious answer, and honestly, if you disagree with me, I'm a little bit confused by your logic, and I would love to know down below, because
and I don't even think iNabber is a parent, but ask Keemstar, like, you hardly ever see Keemstar's kids. You know why? Because Keemstar knows, as a parent, that, you know, it's a bad situation to put your kid in. Like, yeah, my daughter wants to be in YouTube videos because she wants to be a part of it. But at the same time, like, I don't let her do it a lot because I don't want to have her involved in the day-to-day. Like, as we grow and I get exposed to more and more people, considering especially, too, that I have a bunch of, I have a small group out there that will probably love to see me fail. I don't want to involve my kid in that. Carrie Z, hi, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream.
Ultimately, when it comes to the parents documenting their children in this genre of content, it creates the moral dilemma of, can a kid truly consent? But also, is it really fair to give this child this type of life? Because in my opinion, it does.
By the way, this video was made 4 months ago, so this is not like breaking news, but it's kind of like just fits in a little bit with what we were talking about, and it was in our live topics discussion. So, you know, again, if you guys are in the Discord and you want to see me react to something, put it in Lately's inbox. That's where I'll react to stuff for you guys.
Does deprive the child of a real normal life, but also it.
Oh, thank you, Fabiola. I don't want to see me fail either. I think that I'm mostly talking about the orange buddies.
Then risks the child of more sinister motives, such as bullying and harassment. But of course, that isn't just the only sinister motive that lies out there when it comes to children being exposed to millions on the internet every single day. Because this is where we start to get into the more sinister and dark and creepy aspect of everything surrounding Ren Ellena. Right now, you just see this child and think this is a mother trying to make money off the kid, but ultimately, that leads to some extremely dark paths.
Oh, so this is going to get worse. This is going to get much worse.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the video where things start to go extremely disturbing. But
it always goes this way.
I do just want to say, could you please subscribe to the YouTube channel, because these videos take a very long time to make. Jack has to edit all these videos as well. We both put a lot of effort into these videos.
And here I am watching them.
You could support the channel by subscribing. I understand that I am being, you know, a little bit of a beg right now, but ultimately...
Make sure you guys go support iNabber, because we're just literally just watching his video. We're like Asmongold right now. Except less cockroaches in my room and all my teeth are real. These are my real teeth.
If you don't ask, you don't get. So of course,
Asmongold
this
can't
time
say
we actually
that.
get into one of the most depressing and sad stories I've had the misfortune of researching. And it all starts with Reddit, where a Reddit page was created called r/Ren Ellena, where basically people who had seen Ren Ellena's page had started to notice some extremely strange and weird things. Ultimately, at this point...
By the way, this is a great time for me to promote r/EG lately, so go on the Reddit, check that out. We're gonna basically try to take down r/YouTube drama with r/EG lately.
It was just some people with a little bit of suspicion, but suspicion does come.
And here local girl is watching me watch them. Yes, you guys are all watching me watch them watch someone else. This is the internet these days. It was so funny. Chud Logic was watching a stream between Cheeto and Lyrics. They kind of have a back and forth, and then they started watching each other's stream. So it was Chud watching a Cheeto watching Lyrics, who was watching a Cheeto stream. It was like layer after layer of people watching each other's content. It got really crazy there for a minute.
From somewhere. Of course, the phrase that we will be using today is "there is no smoke without fire," and ladies and gentlemen, this isn't just a fire, this is the Great Fire of London. Basically, people started to notice that on some of Ren's TikToks, there were strange anomalies of where some TikToks had around 2,000 to 10,000 saves, but then randomly, some of the TikToks had 386,000 saves, and have also been shared 551,000 times.
Do you guys... Let me ask you guys, do you guys think you know where this is going? I think I know where this is heading. Put in the chat if you guys think you guys know where this is heading, and if so, where do you guys think it's going? Without writing any words that are going to get me demonetized.
And yes, some TikToks will do very well, some TikToks will get millions of views, and of course that will lead to more shares and more saves, but ultimately, some TikToks did extremely well, and they didn't necessarily get hundreds of thousands of saves, but
let me put it this way, alright, I'll give you guys a hint. If I haven't seen this, by the way, though, this is just a complete guess. I saw this when it came out, Kevin Z. Yeah, so you know what's going on. I think that this is going to end up... I think the reason why there's saves and not just likes is because there's a small... Well, okay, apparently a huge group of people who like watching children in not such great or in precarious positions to share with one another. It's like a whole system. Sweet Goth knows the story. Oh, this is great. So you guys know what's going to happen. And you get to watch me guess.
Some of them did, as you can see here, 45,000 saves, 374,000 saves, and plenty more examples of a lot of TikToks with a lot of confusing amount of saves. And of course, the main question will always be, why are so many people saving these TikToks of this, at the time, 2-year-old girl? It was very confusing, very suspicious, and of course, it led to a lot of theories going around about this page. In particular, some of the TikToks being saved at high amounts were TikToks of where Ren Ellena was doing things that some of the comments were saying particularly disturbing things about. For example, one of the most it is very uncomfortable to talk about, okay, but one of the TikToks that really had a lot of saves on it was a TikTok where Ren was eating a...
Because so many sickos out there. Yep, local girl, I'm gonna guess that you're onto it.
Corn dog, and a lot of the comments were saying very, very disturbing things, and ultimately that TikTok had...
I'd be running down the accounts where the saves are coming from. Exactly, Justin. It's like a perfect opportunity for you to just list a bunch of people you need to ban off your site.
A lot of saves,
or at least be investigated by the FBI.
And shares. And ultimately, it is a little bit confusing because why would that TikTok of this child eating a corn dog get so many saves in comparison to another TikTok where
By the way, did anybody send me the Savannah stuff yet? I'm curious if anybody sent me that.
She's not doing something like that. It was a very strange thing, and it caused a lot of people to look into it and a lot of people to theorize about this because naturally, people were concerned. This is a very strange thing happening here of where this child is getting extremely popular basically overnight for no particular amazing reason. It wasn't like Ren and her mother was producing amazing content. They were just making regular TikToks of Ren trying products and eating products. And I have seen the argument of people saying, well, maybe people are interested in the products being used in the TikToks, but that ultimately can't be used as a valid argument, in my opinion, based on Ren's own TikTok. Because, for example, here is a TikTok where Jacqueline is making Ren use certain products, and this has 9 million views, which also has 5,000 saves.
Spaghetti sauce drink challenge?
Yeah, this random TikTok here, which only has 3... I say only.
Look, he's got to blur it out because that's how bad this is.
It's more views than I get in basically a month, but it only has 3 million...
That's more views than I've ever gotten.
In views, and yet has significantly more saves in 20...
I do feel like we are coming up on 1 million views, though. I feel like I'm probably closing up for the channel. Like, for everything, like, since the beginning of time. We've got to be, like, at least at close to 500,000. Which, I know, like... I'm not a big YouTuber, but for someone as small as me, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. like that's how YouTube works. You start off small. You start off getting 50 views, then you'll get 100 views, then you'll get 200 views. Then if you get lucky, you might get a random one that goes up to 30,000 views. And then you just got to keep working until you get to a video that's like 120,000 views or then 1 million views.
Plus 1,000 saves. Why is that? It is very confusing to what is going on here. And of course, the problem is when it comes to a topic like this is there is always going to be
and
an
all y'all are
uncomfortable
getting in on the ground
conversation.
floor.
Nobody actually wants this thing to be real. Nobody wants there to be some very...
So that's my total. That's my total right now. 249,174 views. That's not bad for 6 months. Or like 7 months. When did my I gotta check something real quick, guys. I'm sorry. I have to see because I'm curious when I started taking YouTube seriously compared to where I'm at now. Because some people said it took 2 years to get to okay, so 9 months ago. 9 months ago, I started taking YouTube seriously, and I'm up to 249,000 views. I would say that's not too bad. I would say that's not too shabby. What do you guys think? For less than a year, getting to I'm going to be crossing 3,000 subscribers any day now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 23 watching. Hit the like. Yeah, please. 23 is not bad. Yo, like a month ago, nobody was watching me. So 250,000, that's not too bad. Yeah, I know. Kat, you've seen me. Kat's been along with me on this whole journey, right? The funny thing is, like, I used to tell her all the time, like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And she was like, oh, I think that'd be great. And then one of the first videos I did where I took it seriously and did this style of content where I reacted got like 30, it's probably my second highest video now. My pierogi Savannah video just passed it, but it has 31,000 views. And I got them all in like a month. So that was like a huge break for me. That's kind of what motivated me to keep doing it. I'm like, oh my God, I think I can do this. And now it's just a slow grind, you know? Slow grind.
Very disturbing things happening behind the scenes, but ultimately, you can't really help...
And you guys make it worth it, though.
...but wonder, why are there so many people
saving
these
Fabiola.
TikToks? Why
all
are there
you
so
guys,
many
thank
people
you.
interested in these TikToks? And ultimately, why are there so many people commenting
nobody
things
ever
like
said
this
you were nobody.
on TikToks? Blue-eyed blondie...
Oh, well, Rogeri, yeah, you've been watching for at least a few months now. You've been watching for a few months, but that's like our oldest G in here is Tina, and I think Raj came right after Tina. Like, I think you guys both came in around the same time, but you guys came in with the first Savannah video, I think. There's still one person though who is a member, and they've been a member for 9 months, and they don't even watch me anymore. I always told her she could come back, but I guess she's just still supporting the channel from afar. I wonder if she still watches these videos, but she'll be on the members list, so. If we're the OG watchers, I solemnly swear to never pull an orange buddy gay ops on you, Big EG. Thank you, Mackensi. Yeah, no mods turn on me. I better not see Rogeri leading a mutiny against me later on in life. No one will ever see an orange hoodie the same. I know, I almost wanted to start wearing orange hoodies on my videos just to kind of like troll him a little bit, but I think I've done enough to the poor guy. I think we'll leave him alone for a little while. Even though I still think he's worthy payback. That's what I think. I think that he's still worthy payback.
I don't want to read these things out. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is an extremely uncomfortable topic. And I'm ultimately going to go through it because we need to speak about these things. It is something that I do regularly...
I found you thanks to Chris and the whole going on with Scammer Payback. Thank you, Blue Jay. That was awesome. Yeah, that was probably the most... aside from Chud Logic, being on with Chris was probably one of the highlight moments of my career so far. You know, because Chris is a very fast-growing YouTuber, so... it's not gonna take Chris long to be up there with Turkey Tom and all them guys.
Speak about on this channel, but ultimately, even 2 years on.
Yeah, just start wearing his orange hoodie, and now I'm the orange hoodie guy. He would hate that. That would make him so mad.
After covering the topic twice, it's still an extremely uncomfortable thing that there are comments that
Rogeri's gonna make a gay op musical about me.
Just next level smart. She is going to grow up and know everything. Smirk emojis. Do I really need to explain the context of what those smirk emojis are usually used for? No, I don't think I do. But then there are more comments such as, please make another bath video with daughter, but I don't need to really go on to...
Did you guys see what that said? I hope someone saved the Savannah S stories. I did not. Sorry. Yeah. What did she delete them? Damn. Yeah, that would have been awesome. I would have loved to have seen her. But it looks like she's not going to be doing any more pierogi videos, which is a win. It's a win. Are you wearing orange, EG? No, I'm wearing red today. I'm wearing red. I got my 76ers shirt on.
read the next part. But ultimately, you can understand this is very weird because yes, it wasn't just videos of her eating corn dogs. It was also videos of her in a bathtub in a bath, and people were commenting things like that. It wasn't one comment. It was.
Yeah, Kat. I'm trying to get Kat to make her own YouTube channel where she just goes around shopping and brings her phone with her.
It wasn't 2 comments. It was so many comments.
Yeah, most of you guys are mods on SP.
About this, and it is absolutely
Red's my favorite color
to read. Looks like she's got plans tonight.
I've always liked
32
red.
likes on this comment, by the way. She's 2. You are down bad, bro. But it doesn't even read there. I don't even want to read this one.
Age is just a number, right? This is so gross that these people are so cool with this.
Stabbing, and also there was whatever.
I stayed because you seem genuine. Thank you, New Moon. I like to think I am. Like, a lot of people play characters, like, but I really feel like I'm me on here. Like, I'm obviously not, like, this outgoing and, like, super energetic all the time when I'm not streaming. I'm a little more laid back. But that's because I'm entertaining you, you know? But I still like to think that this is really who I am as a person, you know? EG lately is like some subsect of me who's just incredibly confident, you know, guy's got no problems and just he'll go after anybody, don't give a shit about nobody. Or he cares about the truth more than anything. He's like a compassionate guy, but he doesn't care what people think of him. Now Eric, who it's like who I really am, he's got problems, you know. He has but he has normal people problems. But most of what EG is still Eric. It's just like the best parts of him. Yeah, I appreciate the authenticity. Love chick nugs, though. Yeah, what's not to love about chick nugs? My cousin from Georgia is like the craziest guy ever. You'll know when chick nugs shows up, we're going after people. Like nobody's safe. We're gonna be laying out some curse words.
Whatever this is, it's just utterly insane that these comments are even allowed to be posted on TikTok. And ladies and gentlemen, I understand that trolling obviously exists. If I uploaded a video of me eating a banana, obviously some bad end is going to comment something, oh, weird, sus, stuff like that, you know. That's always going to exist.
Great to see you, Chappie.
It wasn't just when she
Chappie's
was
one of my mods in my Discord
there were
now.
comments like this on videos of her opening a present, disturbing comments which suggest wanting her, even comments on her Instagram page that just...
I'd make you a mod on my Twitch, but no, not a whole lot of people watch me on Twitch.
Again, not going to read it, but then you even have fan accounts, because yes, there are fan accounts of Ren. There's an entire universe of Ren Ellena fan accounts that we're going to go into, saying things like this. And with all of this, of course, it caused a lot of people to theorize even further, look even deeper into this situation and scandal.
Oh, that's cool, sweet. You should reach out to Kat and tell her, give her some tips on how you do it.
And realize that things on the Ren Ellena TikTok page aren't so sweet and innocent. And of course,
Kat's like really, really good at reviewing products, basically. Yeah, so Blue Jay, I stream on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube and Facebook all at the same time when I do this. So this stream's live on all 4 of those. Mainly just for exposure reasons, but YouTube is my primary. Like most of my stuff's on YouTube.
There is something sinister going on here, and it does ask the question of, is the mother responsible? In 2022, my video title was very aggressive and says that Ren Ellena's mother, Jacqueline, is exploiting her child for predators. And honestly, I stand by that belief. I stand by that for a multitude of reasons, but the main reason being that Ren Ellena has clearly seen these comments, and her first thought was that I'm going to delete my pages, I'm going to protect my child. It was, I'm going to continue posting and basically just ignore all of this and pretend that none of this is happening.
Yeah, that's a tactic a lot of YouTubers seem to employ nowadays, is that if a guy with 1 million subscribers makes a video about you, you're gonna hear about it. I mean, shit, dude, I have like 3,000 I'm just gonna round up at this point, but I have like 3,000 subscribers, and people hear, like big YouTubers hear about my videos. So if I can reach that, then you damn well know that someone who has 1 million subscribers is gonna hear about a video being made.
But let's actually look at this title for a second. What did I really mean when I say that she is exploiting
Chappie's
her
a
children
celebrity
for predators on the internet?
And she's a supporter of me, so what's the best? Chappie's the best. She'll be using the chat for Chappie. W's in the chat for Chappie. She helps so many people too.
Because ultimately, a mother should be able to post her child on the internet.
She's literally dedicated her life to helping people.
Any
That's a
parent should
beautiful
be able
thing.
to post and celebrate their child on the internet in an ideal world. A world where we don't have to worry about these types of things and worry about how much sinister people there are on the internet. But ultimately, we are not in
That's right,
an
let them
ideal
W's roll,
world.
baby.
I know that sounds like I'm being really
Oh, Carla,
edgy.
stop. It's always I had one person used to watch me on Kick all the time named Frank. I haven't seen him in a while though, but it's good to see you, Carla. Stop. Thanks for getting my Kick numbers up. I appreciate it.
Right now, but it is ultimately.
I think I'm a little too PC for Kick.
And
we don't
like
disturb
the
enough
mother,
people.
The moment she started posting these things and getting weird comments, she should have acknowledged that and decided to make the adult parent's decision of I'm not going to risk my child, because that is what
when those stream stuff starts getting bigger, like if I start getting bigger on Kick or bigger on Twitch, I'll start assigning some mods. But right now there's nobody over there to have to worry about. So, right now I only have mods on the YouTube. Yeah, Blue Jays over on the Twitch. I love it. You guys are moving around all the different streams. I'm probably going to delete my Facebook one though, because there's no point to me to stream over there. It was mostly just for like my family and stuff to watch me on Facebook if they wanted to, but nobody watches me on Facebook. Like people who I know in person watch me on Facebook, but the most of you people are watching me on YouTube or you're watching me on Twitch or Kick. So those are the ones that I'm kind of should probably just focus on more.
The mother is doing.
Some people told me I need to create a Rumble too, but I'm not really dropping conspiracy theories like that. So. Thank you guys for following me on Twitch. Most of the people who send me stuff from Twitch are trying to sell me shit. I don't think I have a Facebook has become very lame. To be honest, for a while I was trying to create my whole online presence through Facebook, and I did that for like years. Had I invested my time in YouTube and not Facebook, I probably would have been such a much larger creator by now, because Facebook like literally relegates you to your regional area and doesn't let you go internationally.
In my opinion, she is risking her child every single day by consistently posting her on the internet. I don't care what any.
Yeah, thought you'd hit 3K subscribers before month's end. This month we got this. Yeah, I should be hitting 3K subscribers within the next week or two, I think.
Anybody says that is what I see, and
I need another banger
I
video.
Ultimately believe Ren Ellena is putting her child at risk consistently. But
Kat, we like Facebook because it's a way I think Facebook's a good way to stay in touch with people who are in your local area. But Facebook is like, I don't have Facebook because of family drama. See, exactly, yeah. Facebook is for people who are like, who live around your area. So if you see people from Facebook commenting in here, then they're people who are from my area. But for the rest of you, though, you guys are all across the world, which is where I should have been the whole freaking time. I almost want to kick myself for spending so much time trying to make it on Facebook. How stupid was that?
Also, it's not just that. Because as I said, yes, I would love it if we could live in a world where parents could happily go and post their
even
children
though we're
and
all
not
boomers
have to face
in here,
any
it's still
repercussions,
like
not have to worry about some creeps on the internet.
Yeah, connect with family and
but
close
ultimately,
friends.
Ren wasn't posting exactly the most normal of content on this TikTok. And even still today, she still isn't posting relatively...
Kat, she looks like Britney, doesn't she? Doesn't she look like Britney? I keep Facebook because I have pictures of my children and I don't have on my phone. Yeah, I think that's basically what Facebook's best for. It's like for storing your photos and your videos and shit like that.
Normal, family-friendly content. Let's just look at the whole basis of what Ren Ellena's TikTok account is as a whole. This account isn't Ren and Jacqueline. As much as she wants to pretend it is 95% Ren Ellena. Firstly, as I said, Ren Ellena cannot consent to that. But also, if this is just Ren, then
look, she just got her daughter being like, here, stand here while I go through this stuff because I need to get the views up, and the views are way up with my daughter in the freaking picture. It's pretty terrible. If posting on Facebook is your worst mistake earlier in your career, I think you'll be fine. Oh, far from my worst mistake. I've made some terrible mistakes in my life, but I've gotten my life together now, so now I'm going after the goal, baby. You know what really annoys me though is like I'm the same age as MatPat, and MatPat just retired, and I'm just starting. Like that's how I mean that's how late in the game I'm starting. But I think that I still have a shot to become very popular on YouTube. I really do. I mean, like the small amount of time that I've been involved in the community, I feel like I've made a lot of waves. So we just got to keep slowly getting our name out there, and we'll be. I think we'll all be pretty good. Don't be so hard on yourself now that you know better. You do better. Thank you, GM. I think so too. It's just, you know, I regret a lot of the decisions I made when it came to where I focused my content. Because I would make videos, right, and I'd put them on Facebook, and they would get no views. I'd be so excited when they got like 400 views. But you know what a view on Facebook is? It's scrolling past counts as a view. If they scroll past and let it play for even a second, that counts as a view on Facebook. It's pretty I don't know. I don't feel like Facebook even cares about Facebook anymore. They care about VR, which VR is awesome, by the way. I mean, I do love VR. That's like most of my gaming I do is now in VR. Thank you guys. We got this. Not I got this. We got this. Because without you guys, I don't have anything. You know, you guys are my community, and I think we're gonna do big things. I really do. All right, I think that's a good place to stop now. I think that we kind of got the gist of this whole the whole exploitation thing. I kind of want to just sit and chat with you guys for a little bit now. Let's see. It's time for Q&A. Q&A time on the old EG Lately show, or as it's called. The show's officially called Later with Lately, so it's kind of like a talk show-ish type of name. But the Savannah video, yeah, nobody sent me it, Mama Bear. If somebody sent me it, I would definitely watch her story. But I think that it's already down probably. You're the best. I love your content and the fact that you back it up. Thank you, Mama Bear. Yeah, if I make a video, unless if it's an opinion piece, I'll usually tell you that in the beginning. But if I'm making like large accusations, usually I will only do that if I have something to back it up with. Because sometimes, there's just not information available and you still want to talk about stuff. Soul and Luna became a member. W's in the chat for Soul and Luna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love that the membership's growing. Now I'll be able to start doing some member stuff with you guys. Like I'd like to do a members only stream where I literally just come on here and just hang out with you, or I play games or whatever. Always here to support. Thank you, Soul and Luna. I really appreciate that. All you guys, the support is amazing. Honestly, it really is. Like, I work a full-time job and I mostly do this for fun, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like that the money doesn't help me live. So for that, I'm eternally grateful for you guys. But yeah, Soul and Luna's been here before. I recognize your name. I saw you I know I've seen you in the SP chat before. By the way, I love going to SP's chats now. They're so much fun. Like you guys, like just hanging out with you guys is like a chatter is just super, super fun. Look how your channel's growing. It is definitely growing. It is definitely growing. I'm a little shocked too. I think that I get like disheartened though because I'll watch people go like from 1,000 subscribers to like 10,000 subscribers in a week, but they put together these like long form documentaries and shit. I'm drinking the invisible juice. The invisible juice. Look, now I'm not even here, guys. I'm not even here. Yeah, it is fun hanging out in the SP streams. Yeah, I've been supporting you for a little bit and fully support SP. Thank you, Soul and Luna. I appreciate that. Any support at all is welcome, guys. Any support at all. All right, I think it's karaoke time. Karaoke time. What are you guys in the mood for today? You guys give me a genre. Give me a genre of music you want to hear. Yes, it's it's green, so it's funny because it's so it disappears. It looks like I'm drinking invisible juice. I also noticed with my last video that the audio was like the music was way up and you could hardly hear me sing. Plus, I was very delayed too, so I'm hoping that's not gonna happen today. Classic rock. We could do some classic rock. I love classic rock. But what classic rock song? Oh, you guys said you wanted to hear me do Journey, didn't you? What do you guys want? Like some, let's see, Journey. The money symbol next to the chat box has join options in there. Local. Oh, okay. Thank you. You're helping her get into the 2000s pop. We're gonna do. I think that somebody requested Journey last time. I don't remember who it was though, but it was definitely somebody in the chat. But we'll do 2000s pop next. I promise. Don't Stop Believing. Is that what you guys want? Don't Stop Believing, or do you want I was thinking about doing Open Arms. What do you guys think of that? How close are you to 3K subs? Let me check here. Earlier today, I think I was only like 70 away. Now I am... I have 2,943. So I'm guessing by the end of the week, end of next week, I'll have the 3K subs. But I wanted to give a special thanks to, I did this earlier today. I told you guys I'd have a special thank you for our members, and I'm going to have to add to this list. So I'm excited to do that. But let's put our members up there real quick here. So those are our members. Special thank you to the EG Latelys, the official Latelys. So we got Sunset Shadow, Priscilla Louise, Justin Q in the chat, Steve Lambie, Red Sox fan, Mama Bear, Tina aka TCat91, Catherman. That's a very long name, Tina. You got your own spot down the bottom. Luminary Zion, Livy, Lala Nagel, Rajira, of course, and Day B. Day B is the one who doesn't watch me anymore, but she still supports the members. So she might not if she sees this, but we still appreciate it nonetheless. Anybody who supports the channel, y'all are effing amazing. I love y'all so much. I need to put it up on the vertical too, but we'll probably take the vertical down after. I hope that you guys had a good time tonight. I know I did. I know I had a good time tonight. And you guys are all amazing. I want to make sure that I just leave this up here so you guys know how much I appreciate everything you guys have done. You guys are very special people to me, and without you guys, I wouldn't have what I have. So, and it's a beautiful thing. Yes, you are all awesome. Thank you for the awesome stream. Thank you guys too. Thank you so much. I will see you guys. Maybe over the weekend, if I get some free time, I'll do a surprise stream, but I'll let you guys know in the Discord if that's something I'm going to do. Other than that, though, we're going to stick to Tuesdays and Thursdays. I hope that everybody has a wonderful night. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you, then I wouldn't want to be you. I don't know if that even works, but it sounded good. Anyway, love you all so much, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.